Hello, everyone, and welcome to the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. We're your hosts, Dominick Dougherty and Drew Fasy.
And we are your local guys.
Drew, man, two episodes in 1 week here. So what's going on? We must be bored. Got nothing else to do.
Hardly.
Amen to that.
Hardly bored.
No, man,
we're being professionals. We are sticking to a strict schedule.
Well, we're ahead of schedule this week. Next week, it's that time of year this year where event after event after event after event. I mean, I have my wife has a work party Monday for the holidays. I have a work party Tuesday. Wednesday, no party. Thursday, we have a little gathering for the board members. Friday, celebrate my daughter's birthday.
How old is Lucy going to be?
9, going on 19.
9, wow. Yeah.
Going on 19.
So speaking of which, my wife works at the sneaker shop on Asbury, which I think they just celebrated 20 years, if I'm not mistaken, which is amazing that it flew by. But sneaker shop's awesome. If you don't buy your sneakers locally at the sneaker shop, you're a big loser. Anyway, so she
plug for everyone. Shameless plug. And you're not a big loser if you don't buy your sneakers there. But it is a great place to buy sneakers. I bought my running shoes there 4 years ago. Yeah, I bought my running shoes there, I think 3 years ago. And
3 years ago?
I've run a total of 3 times in them. So
yeah, they'll last you 10 years. See, you buy your sneakers from the sneaker shop, and they last 10 years.
Easily. Very knowledgeable there, though.
Yeah, they are. So my wife works there one day a week, and we were invited to their holiday party, to their Christmas party, which was very nice.
Run there?
Come on.
Well, that's good.
So they had it down at the new Cape, I forget what it's called now, Cape Complex down in Rio Grande. They have movie theaters. They have a golf simulator. They have bowling lanes, and they have an arcade. They have a bar restaurant and a separate family restaurant. It's a big complex. It's brand new.
Right off the Parkway there, right off exit 4?
Right off of Route 47. You come off the Parkway. You turn south on Route 9.
Get off exit 4, head towards Rio Grande, and you're right there.
You grew up in Jersey. You go by exits. I go by towns. It's the Rio Grande exit. You go west to Route 9.
Okay.
Turn left, going south on Route 9. It's immediately on your right-hand side. And it's brand new. It's the same people that are doing the Strand. It's the same people that have the Tilton. They have the Ventnor. And it's an amazing complex. And we had a lot of fun. We bowled. The food was good. Had libations. I can see you
being a good bowler, Drew. Are you a good bowler?
I haven't bowled in probably at least 10 years. And once I got the hang of it, I was crushing it pretty good there, Dom.
Did you get any turkeys?
I have no idea what that is.
You don't know what a turkey is, man? Come on.
I don't.
A turkey is a turkey in bowling. You've never gotten a turkey then.
That's hitting the lanes?
Oh, this is a good one. And guess what? You can't Google it. So it's a turkey is 3 strikes in a row. That's a turkey.
No, I did not get 3 strikes in a row.
No.
I did have strikes, and I have multiple spares. But
did you break 100?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's a solid game there then.
Yeah, I'm not good. Don't get me wrong, but I felt after 10 years of not bowling, it's odd. So the pin system is different than it used to be. The pins don't just
have guys like sitting there picking them up like they did back in your day.
They did have that back in my day, dude.
Yeah, I know
exactly what they had. And then they went to the automated system. You know what they have now? The pins are on wires, and they're pulled up into their sleeve or whatever, and then set back down. And it
They
affects
still fall and cascade, and the
do, but it affects the game. I mean, there was several times where pins were leaning, but didn't fall down all the way.
because they were held up by the wire, I would imagine.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so you probably could have got close to 200 then, if
It didn't happen to me. You know, they actually show you your velocity, and for some reason I had a high velocity. I tried to hold off because you're more accurate, you know, when you're
Yeah.
not throwing as hard. But I threw high velocity, so I never had that happen. But I saw a couple people that happened to.
What pound ball
But
did you go with?
I, I don't know. It had 3 holes in it.
There
It
you
was
go.
purple.
It was purple.
It was I don't know. Did they go by poundage?
Yeah.
It was a medium 12. So is that 12-pound ball?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. It was
I
a
believe
medium
so.
size 12, excuse me, it was a large. I had a large, just medium is too small. Large 12-pound ball, crushing it.
Sounds like it, man.
I had fun. We had a great time. It was thank you to the owners of the sneaker shop, Mo and Janet. They're awesome people, and we appreciate being included. And we had a great time. It was a great group of people. We had a great time. A lot of laughs. So I just want to send that out there.
Go down there and check that out sometime soon. That sounds like a good, with wintertime fully setting in here.
It is. That's why I brought it up.
Away here from the beginning of winter.
Yeah, it would be a good night out. A couple hours, 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, man. Big storm tonight, dude. We got to batten down the hatches. Lots of wind.
Starting tonight?
Well, I'm going to publish this tomorrow, Drew, which is Sunday. So, yes, Sunday night, the day
my
that
smoke signals will have dissipated by tomorrow.
Yes. So by tomorrow, when this is published, which is today, Sunday, for people who listen to it the day it came out, there's a big storm coming. So, not going to be cold. It's actually going to be in the 60s, but lots of wind. So
today was a beautiful day.
It was beautiful. I actually.
I forgot. Today's December 10th. For December 10th, it was a beautiful day.
Yeah, I've actually raked off. Got to rake the leaves in my yard twice a year. So finished that up today. I wanted to do it before the big winds came and things got all crazy. And I was sitting on the patio furniture in my backyard, and I actually was in the sun. Got a little suntan, fell asleep for a minute. It was nice.
Did you? Nice. Yeah, it was a nice day today.
Asbury Avenue, did some shopping. Beautiful. Not bitter cold. Lights were on. Checked out.
Lovely downtown. It's just nothing short of lovely downtown. The lights and the Christmas music playing and some good crowds. There were some crowds tonight.
Yeah, it was crowded, man.
Yeah.
The shops at Asbury, going in there for the first time. It's pretty cool. Like, they got the old bank vault. You can open up the safe, check it out. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Statins was super busy. Got this cool gift there. They're like these cocktail infusers. So like you get a pint of your alcohol and you pour it into this bottle and you let it sit for 2 days and you kind of shake it up every once in a while. And it makes like I got an espresso one and a Bloody Mary one. So like you pour your vodka in it, you shake it up and it'll make like an espresso vodka for you. And then the Bloody Mary one made like a spicy tomato-esque like vodka for you to add to your Bloody Marys and add to your espresso martinis. Give them a little bit of extra kick.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was a good Pollyanna gift.
Yeah.
And then of course I went over the bridge and got some vodka because you can't get people something to make vodka with and then not give them vodka. That's kind of, kind of shitty if you ask me. But so, but no,
sounds
man,
like a nice gift.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Pete's appreciated. I know back in my day I would have liked it, but we'll see. So, shout out to Asbury Avenue doing its thing.
Speaking of which, can I give a couple shout outs?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
So on our last
That was my
episode,
that was called a segue, Drew. That was a good segue, not a forced segue.
Way better than my segue the last episode, I can tell you.
Yes.
You get an A+ to my D-. So our last episode, I gave a shout out to Cullen Whalen, who made the freshman basketball team at the high school. I neglected to mention Cullen's a really good athlete. He's a 3-sport athlete. He was a surfer in the fall, and he's an outstanding baseball player. So really looking forward to seeing him play baseball as well. But tonight's shout out is to his sister, OCHS senior Sophia Whalen. She was a member of the 2023 surf team state champions, and she was named Athlete of the Month. And she was honored at the Board of Ed meeting the other night. So shout out to Sophia, who is also a 3-sport athlete. She's a diver on the swim team, and she is a javelin thrower and shot putter, or discus. I'm sorry, I think it's discus on the spring track team. So nice. She, and both of them are really super nice kids. Her father, as an aside, was, I think, a 3-year starting quarterback for the Ocean City Raiders. I think 3 years, might have been 4, but I think it was 3+. Let's say 3+. I think he started a few games his freshman year, and then was the starting quarterback for the balance of his high school career. So shout out to Sophia. Second shout out is to Joe Clark and Cecilia Galelli Keys at this past Board of Ed meeting. They ended their tenure as Board of Education members. And I just want to say thank you to Joe and Cecilia for their long service to our community. Sorry to see Cecilia go. Joe retired. Sorry to see Cecilia go. I voted for her, but she came up short. And a shout out to the Ocean City Fire Department Chief Jim Smith, and to all the Ocean City elves that help with Toys for Tots. My wife is one of them. Kristen Young, Jen Bowman, Kathy Sykes. There's a bunch of people that help out with that, and they did their thing this past week. So shout out to Chief Smith for running that in Ocean City. And finally, I wanted to say Happy Hanukkah to all of our Jewish brothers and sisters here in town.
That's right. It's Hanukkah.
Tonight is night 2, I believe, of Hanukkah.
Nice.
Yeah.
8 crazy nights, baby. 8 crazy nights. And don't forget, everyone, if you don't want to wrap your presents this year, take them down to Jilly's on the Avenue. It's right there between 10th and 11th, closer to 10th Street, across from Ocean First Bank, and get your presents wrapped. And all proceeds will benefit OCNJ Care. So,
yes, thanks for that, Dom.
Make sure you go and do that as well too. Good cause, and save yourself some frustration.
So while we're at it, I'll bring up the events for the rest of December. So December 15th and 22nd are festive Fridays along the Avenue. So on Asbury Avenue, the stores are staying open from 4 to 7. And again, beautiful Christmas lights, Christmas music, shop till you drop. I'm glad they're doing that. That's a fun thing. Every Saturday and Sunday in December, we have horse and carriage rides from 8 until 5. We have Santa in the downtown from 9 to 11. And we have photos with Santa at the music pier from 12 to 3. So weekends are packed. December 31st, New Year's Eve is first night. That's 4 until midnight. You need to buy badges, and they are on sale. And I'm going to throw in a January event because it ties in. January 1st, we have 3 things going on. So don't drink too much and be hungover and waste the first day of January of the new year. So there's first day shopping extravaganza on Asbury from 9 to 5. You have the first day 5K on the boardwalk at 11 a.m. And then you have the first dip, the polar plunge, at 2 p.m. at the music pier. Just south of the pier. Yeah, so they're always there. We are
will you be plunging?
Town. Will I be plunging? No, I will not be plunging.
No.
As I think you know, my wife plunges with a couple of neighbors, including Fred Little. Shout out to Fred. They plunge monthly during the off season. Actually, year round, they plunge monthly.
It's a good time. It's good for your body.
Yeah, it's supposed to have great health benefits. I'm just a big girly man. I can't seem to get myself in that cold water.
It's not so much. It's more getting out.
Yes, it is.
That's a good idea. I should go jump in one.
Join them. Join Fred and Kirsten, and there's 2 other people that do it.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
No, my buddies and I did it a couple times over on Dog Beach. We'd take our dogs over there and go jump in. It's a little calmer. Don't got to fight the ocean and stuff.
You don't have waves to dive into, though.
That
would be a psychological thing with me. I would freeze up, I think, if I didn't have a wave to dive under.
No, see, I can't go under anymore. No, not good.
You can't go under?
Not in the cold anymore, dude. When I was a younger idiot, let's put it that way.
As opposed to being an idiot.
A younger idiot. Still, questionable decision making here. But I would surf in the wintertime, and when it got to be March and that time, it would be like, oh, I'm sick of wearing this hood. I'm sick of wearing all this gear. So I'd take my hood off, and the cold water gets in your ear, and then you develop surfer's ear. It's where like the bones in your ear grow. And now, like, if I go in the water without earplugs, I get ear infections almost immediately. So I try to avoid the cold water, or at least putting my head under in the cold water.
Understandable. Ear infections are terrible.
Yeah, it's not a good time, man. Yeah. It's not fun. Yeah. Getting old, man. Getting to be an old idiot is not a good time. Young idiot is fine because, like, you're young and you can bounce right back and you're fine. Now, if you're an old idiot, it's like, oh, it's funny. I remember watching the movie Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. And there's a line in there where, like, the kid names himself Frankenstein and all that shit. It's hilarious. And he says, oh, I have a chocolate shake and my ass jiggles for a week. And I'm like, the fuck you talking about, Adam Sandler? Oh, sorry, dropping that bombs here. And now I'm like, oh, I get that. I understand that. Chocolate shake, ass jiggles for a week. Totally understand that now. So youth is wasted on the young, Drew.
Yes, it is. So if you went surfing on the beach, you might find what, Dom, in Ocean City?
Now? This time of year?
Yes.
Drew, your segues are bad, dude. They're just bad. Could have got into it any other way than that.
My segues
honestly, I was thinking I should have
slightly better than my throwing of a football.
I should have. It's slightly better. Maybe not. It's in question. I was honestly like, oh, I should have saved the presents shout out till I wanted to segue in, because it would have been perfect putting the presents underneath the tree. And we're going to talk today about the Christmas trees that are on the beach in Ocean City. So we'll come back after a word from our sponsors and discuss the no shortage of Christmas trees on the beach this year. All right, and we're back, everyone. It's that time of year. The everyone's getting a little festive, getting into the spirit, and Ocean City is known for its incredibly beautiful downtown. And one thing it's quickly becoming known for is the Christmas trees that have been popping up all along the beach. As always, Drew did some research and found some information about all the trees that are on the beach. I myself, full disclosure, have never gone to see any of these beach trees. So, bah humbug to me.
All right. Well, thanks, Ebenezer. I am going to start with the OG of Ocean City beach trees.
That's the North Street beach tree.
That's the north, and then I'm going to work south to north, and I think you'll understand why.
Yeah.
So the North Street tree started in 2019. It was put on the beach by 3 mom friends, self-described: Sue McElwee, Melissa Hamelbacker, and Lisa Trippishin. And it started because they just thought it would be a great idea to put a tree on the beach and take holiday pictures with their kids. So they did it, and they took their pictures, and then they left the tree. And they had no idea how much other people would enjoy it, which they did. So kind of a tradition was born. We're in year 5. So now Sue and Melissa and Lisa have help from some other neighbors, and they put a tree up every year, and they remove it after the holidays. And the Sue brings the tree to the animals at the funny farm, and they have markers next to the tree, and they replenish the shells every day or so.
What are you talking about? The shells and the markers. What's up with that?
So there's a pile of shells, and there are a bunch of different colored markers. And if you, Dom, ever felt like seeing the North Street tree, you could go down, you could pick a shell, and you could either draw a picture or a message on the shell and leave it.
Nice.
It is nice, and it runs the gamut from Christmas pictures, and some of them, let me tell you, some of them are really artistic and really creative and really just well done. I was shocked how good some of the artists were. Some of them are messages to loved ones. Some of them are family names and the date. You can put whatever you want. It's mostly holiday themed, obviously. There's a conch shell that someone drew the Grinch on, and it's phenomenal. I mean, it's unbelievable artistry. So at the height, so this is 5 years now. At the Sue told me that and she also takes the shells off the beach after the holiday season, and at one time she counted close to 7,000 shells.
Wow.
That's how much. I mean, there's people now. It's a destination. People drive to the shore just to go to the North Street tree and probably some of the others and get their picture taken and spend the day at the shore. And she uses the shells afterward to make designs on the beach, which people also love. I've seen them; they're awesome. She's very creative. So it's become a destination. It's become a location. It's very cool. And again, she has some other helpers that help, and they have a whole system now, watering system and a planning system and the whole thing. Very cool.
Cool.
So that was the original. That was 2019.
Damn, man, that's the OG. That's the one
Yeah.
I remember.
Yep, the OG. Since new trees seem to pop up every year.
Every day at this point, almost.
Almost. So I'm going to work south to north. So 59th Street. Now that's normally at 55th, but they moved it to 59th because of the dredging. And what they do is they collect non-perishable food items for the food bank, or excuse me, the food cupboard here in town.
Nice.
Kind of a neat idea. Yep. There's one on 50th. Now that was installed by a group called the OCNJ Queens Group. It's a group of local women with the purpose of encouraging and supporting all women. And they ride their bikes on the boardwalk, and it's a very positive, supportive, uplifting local group of women. Okay. And this tree is to try to raise some money, some donations for Angels in Motion. Are you familiar with Angels in Motion, Dom?
I am kind of.
Don't Google it. I'll tell you about it.
I'm not Googling it. I've heard of it before.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. Angels in Motion is a kind of a grassroots group with the what they do is to help and care for those suffering from substance abuse.
Okay.
They offer just simply kindness, support, and they also give blessing bags to, addicts who are kind of living on the street, which the blessing bags have food and hygiene products and information on where they may be able to find help. So it's a really, addiction is a horrible scourge in the United States. And there's a lot of people just kind of left out.
Epidemic.
It is. And it's, so this group is really doing good things. So thank you to the OCNJ Queens group for supporting that group. So that's 50th Street. 49th Street is a Charlie Brown tree.
Do they give you any information as to how to make the donation?
You can go to, yes, there's a QR code
that you at the box at the tree.
At the tree, yes. Yeah.
We're getting technical
good detail.
Trees.
Yeah, good detail. And that's a great cause, obviously. So
yeah, 100%.
And the Queens group is a good, very great group of ladies here in town. So that's 50th Street. 49th Street is the Charlie Brown tree. 41st Street is the International Tree of Peace. There's a U.S. flag on the top, and same thing with the shells, and you can paint or draw the shells depicting the flags of other countries and leave it around the tree. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we need some of that right now.
Yeah. Yes. 40th Street is a driftwood tree. And honestly, I don't know who the artist was who built this tree. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'll send you a picture of it.
No, I'm gonna go see that one in person. Definitely. That's
okay.
Yeah, I'm a fan of driftwood. I have a few driftwood projects going on right now, actually.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I do.
Is it driftwood that you found yourself on the beach?
Of course, it's the only way to do it.
Okay, just checking. Hey,
man, on Dog Beach.
Yeah,
I like finding the driftwood there. There's some cool stuff, and
it seems to really roll in there. I guess because of the way that the tide comes in the inlet, it seems to be a lot of driftwood on that beach.
Yeah, there's some good. There you get some good pieces. I found quite a few. I got them all dried out, and I'm gonna get them all covered up in resin here, polish them up, get them resined, and see if
I want to see your finished product. Share it with us. Share it with me and our millions of viewers.
Yeah. So maybe I'll. I think they'd be cool because I like the pieces that have they get lots of the holes in them from various creatures, and like I could see putting it on your desk and like having it as a place to like stick pens or things like that in. I don't know, or just a cool little piece of driftwood to put on your desk that was all, resined up and clean.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. Very cool.
Little
side hustle for you, Dom.
No, just I like doing it, and if people want some, let me know. I'll send it to you.
There you go. All right, so the driftwood tree is on 40th Street, Dom, if you can make your way that far south.
That's pretty far.
I know you like to stay local.
It's far. It's
there's
almost
a tree on
Strathmere North.
There's a tree on 30. Do you remember what area of the island that is?
40th Street? That's the
Yes,
South End, baby.
That's South End.
That's
Yes,
South
sir.
End, man.
Yeah. There's a tree on 34th Street. There's a tree on 21st Street, and that is the pet tree. So if you have a pet, you can put the name on a shell. You can draw a picture. It's also in memoriam of a past pet. So if you want to pay tribute to a cat or a dog or a bird that passed away, you can put that on a shell and leave it at 21st Street Pet Tree. There's a tree at 19th Street. There's one of my favorites is the 11th Street tree, which is honoring our military. And then I believe the newest tree, Dom, is at 9th Street, and that's the Marine Mammal Memorial Tree.
Say that 5 times fast.
Marine Mammal Memorial Tree. So I got an update of known facts, right? What we know. Since December 1st of 2022, so just over a year, washed up. So these are bodies that have been not ones that we don't know about that are out in the ocean, floating or sinking. There's been 83 large whale deaths and 414 dolphins, porpoises, and turtles that have washed up on shore since December 1st of last year.
Wow.
So maybe I would throw another shout out there. Thank you, Orsted. Thank you, Phil Murphy, etc. Anyway, so finally, Dom.
And I got an update on that for a later episode, that whole project.
Finally, there's a tree on Sea Spray Road, which I know that beach kind of doesn't exist, if you recall. But there's a tree on Sea Spray Road in memory of Renee. So that's 12 trees now on the beach in Ocean City, one close to every neighborhood.
Yeah.
And if you now, I know you're Ebenezer Scrooge, and I know you don't like the idea. One was fine, but now it's being overdone, blah, blah, blah. But if you think about it, if you were listening, there's a lot of positive messages surrounding these trees. A lot of positive messages.
Not gonna disagree with you on that one, Drew.
Yeah. So I was hoping that might, melt that ice around your heart, Mr. Grinch, and
the scale is it's breaking. It's growing 3 sizes as we speak. As we speak.
It might not be the only thing if you get all those cheesesteaks from the meat locker.
Meatheads in Lawrence Township.
Meatheads,
Lawrence Township, going up to a brunch tomorrow, and that's right within the area. So that's going to be a stop.
So
I mean, I think it's cool that people are doing this. My question is when does the city step in and do something like they do in New York City or somewhere like that, where they put a giant one up and, make it a city event type thing.
On the beach?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
That'd be pretty cool. Like you could do one. Well, you got one at 9. You got one at 9. You got one at 11. You could put one right there at 10. 10th Street. Put up a big old Christmas tree. I think that'd be pretty cool. That'd bring a lot of people into town. Have a big lighting and but I guess they do that more in front of City Hall and they try to bring people more into downtown and the shopping district that time of year because there's more activity. But I think big tree on the beach might be pretty cool.
City Hall, by the way, looks beautiful. They really do a nice job decorating City Hall, especially at night.
Yeah. No, the whole town does a great job for Christmas. Hence why they film Hallmark Christmas movies here. It's
that's right.
It's a great time of year to be. Is it really a bad time to be in Ocean City? Is it really? Maybe February.
I was going to say March.
Really?
Yeah. I'm ready for January mentally and February, but by March, I'm just over the winter and just want spring to come. But March says, no, it's not spring yet. You have to wait until May.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, it's beautiful. And I the first one, the North Street, the OG one, that's the one I remember. And I remember the first year it was there. Like, all right, this is cool. And then, you see on Facebook, oh, I'm coming to town to put up my tree. And I'm like, how many trees we got? Well, we got 12. And I still
currently, and they're the 12 that I know of.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe next year there'll be 13. I'll put one at 8th Street.
There you go. That's the spirit. That is the spirit, my friend.
It'll be the local podcast tree, and you can come and give us topics to talk about, or tell us how much you adore us, and or hate or loathe us, whichever you prefer.
It's a great idea. I love it.
Can't make everybody happy, Drew.
Speaking of future episodes, so I had a conversation with Councilman Jody Levchuk. He's going to have a ward meeting sometime in January to share the results of his survey, and I think he's actually going to have a presentation, like a PowerPoint type presentation, and after he presents the results to his third ward constituents, he said he would be happy to come on and share the results with us and discuss the results.
Is he going to spin the ones and twos a little bit for us too?
Spin the ones and twos?
Yeah, man, the ones and the twos, the turntables. DJ Jody Levchuk, he's a heck of a DJ, man.
What's ones and twos? I don't get it.
The record player, the ones and the twos. Maybe I.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're just a different generation. I had no clue what you were
That's
talking
from your
about.
generation.
Never heard that expression before, the ones and the twos.
Maybe I'm making it up. Maybe it's just, getting my heart's grown bigger now that I know about the trees and I'm not so cynical that
your heart's grown, so's your imagination.
That never went away, thank God.
Yeah. But that will be an episode we do late January, February.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we'll just keep asking your wife for ideas because she seems to be full of content ideas here in Ocean City.
She does. She's the creative director. I shouldn't have given her a label because now she's gonna want to be on salary.
Well, we'll cut her a nice deal. I mean, she's got some good topics here. This one I think was good. People do love the trees, and like when they're in town, it gives you a destination to go to, something to see. The beach is always beautiful in my mind, no matter what time of year you go.
Yeah.
But to see something different, like a pine tree, or I'm very interested in this driftwood tree. I'm actually going to go check this one out.
I'll send you a picture though, if you want to put it on our social.
My imagination is going wild with it, and I want to see if my imagination.
Why don't you let me know when you go and see it, and then I'll send you a picture so you can put it on our social media.
Okay, that's good. That sounds good. So I might try and go tomorrow morning because fingers crossed it's built pretty sturdy because they're calling for 65-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
And been some possible flooding. So move your cars to the higher grounds. Do your thing. Get ready. You don't have to worry about it down there, Drew. They already raised the elevation and built the wall around the gardens, so there will be no flooding. I don't even think there'll be wind there. Do they just drop the dome down over the gardens when it's going to rain, or just this perpetual sun comes out for you guys down there?
We have people to hold our umbrellas down.
That's what I figured. I figured you had something going on down there. So, but no, man. Good thing the birds are away down in Texas, because it would not be a fun.
Is that a 4 o'clock game or 8 o'clock game?
That is an 8:20 game, Drew. 8:20 kickoff. So get your nap in early and be prepared to not do much on Monday.
Earlier than normal is what you're saying?
Yes, earlier than normal. And maybe get in 2. I actually snuck in 2 naps today. It's a productive day.
We're just finally, we talk about Asbury Avenue being beautiful, but there's a lot of homes that really have done a fantastic job decorating for Christmas. Yours isn't one of them.
No,
there are a lot. Mine isn't one of them.
Well, I was gonna put up the night lights today, and then I was like, well, I'm not gonna put up Christmas lights if I'm gonna have this huge windstorm tomorrow. Let's get that passed, and then I'll put some stuff up. I did one year turn my whole house. I have this old Cape Cods. I turned it into a whole gingerbread house one year.
Did you?
Went all out on the roof.
You didn't do that last year, buddy.
Everything. No, my wife did the Christmas lights last year. It was like
that's
one
what you told. Remember, I was breaking your stones because there was like one light hanging off
the one string of lights. She did it.
Yeah.
But no, my
no, seriously, there are a lot of really dolled up homes that look fantastic. It's fun to drive around.
Is there a contest? Or is that just? I know there's one for Halloween.
I'm not sure.
There probably is. It's Ocean City, and there's a contest or a parade or a pageant for everything. So I'm sure there probably is. I'm sure there is. Pretty soon we could have a tree contest.
Oh,
there you go. That's the next one.
Sponsored by the OCNJ local.
What street has the best tree?
Boom.
It's automatically North Street. You can't go anywhere other than North Street. It automatically wins because it's the OG.
Well, you have the OG, that's for sure. You have the military tree.
You can't. Although I will say I haven't seen this triplet tree yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to give it a run for the money.
You have the military tree. Got to give, that gets a few extra points. You have the OCNJ Queens tree.
That's a good one too.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's why you have contests, right?
That's true.
Yeah. That's why you have contests.
I think we need to go to city council and talk to them about this.
No, I think we keep it in-house. This is an OCNJ local guys thing.
Which tree is the best tree?
Yes.
I don't know.
Could become the the pizza. What's the best pizza on social media? War.
The pizza reviews. You're comparing us to David Portnoy here. It could be. I wonder if other beach towns do this.
I doubt it. Ocean City's a special place.
Maybe we go over to Longport or Margate and set one up.
Oh, there you go.
Start the trend over there on the Absecon Island. Or down in Cape May. Cape May seems like it would truly embrace the beach Christmas tree. Definitely.
So that's all I have for you tonight, Dom.
Yeah, well, that was a good one, man. I said, it was nice to learn about the trees. Nice to, unfreeze my heart here a little bit before the holiday season.
That was the goal.
And, share some information with our listeners out there. So, if you checked out one tree, go check out some more. So, well, everyone stay safe today. Get your patio furniture in, tie it up. check out the trees before the rain and the wind come, and we'll catch you sometime next week. Thanks for tuning in. This has been the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. We're your hosts, Dominick Dougherty and Drew Fasy.
And we are your local guys.